Yo, what's up? This Recon Podcast, episode 7.
Hey, what that shit do, man? What that shit do?
What's poppin'?
Head tilt back and you know where we at. Got the thing in my grass and we living life fast. And I put that on the tub. Motherfuckers got hang. What you want? What you talk? What you rap for the game?
Brief announcement for everybody tuning in. We about to change the name of the podcast. It's going to change the name to Never Enough Gang. Just so you guys know. Nah, we're from our sponsors.
That shit.
White Claw. Nah, seriously though. Hey, so what's everybody been doing this last 2 weeks? Because it's been a long time no see.
We've been getting over that fucking bullshit COVID shit, dog.
Oh, so you got COVID? You a sick nigga.
You a fucking idiot.
You're a nasty guy.
Yes,
you don't wash your hands? This motherfucker don't wash his hands.
You a fucking idiot, dog.
Nah, seriously,
this motherfucker, instead of telling somebody...
For real.
Okay.
You didn't wash your hands, huh?
Dog, you're
Come on,
fucking
boy.
retarded.
Set that hygiene shit
All right,
up,
look, fool. I told this fool, get your vaccine. No, conspiracy theorist ass fool. Never want to get...
What does that have to do with you getting COVID, dog?
You got COVID for real?
He really got it, fool.
Dog, you're fucking stupid, dog.
He did?
He got it, fool.
Dog. This motherfucker got in the car knowing he had a fucking fever, had all the symptoms. He let me get in the car with him. He's like, man, I've been feeling hella fucking weird, dog. I had a fever, a sickest fever ever, dog. And the whole time he's telling me this shit, I'm like, what the fuck? I started putting on my mask. I started putting down the windows. I'm like, man, this motherfucker.
I'm what you call a spreader,
You're a fucking.
I don't care who I kill.
You're stupid as fuck. You're gonna get somebody really sick, dog. For real.
No, seriously though, for real, like
lucky I got a vaccine on my ass.
And that's the issue with us Mexicans. I feel like we just spread this motherfucker like a wildfire. I didn't tell him shit, so I got into the car.
Dog,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Fool.
We're driving down the street. I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. I think I got COVID.
Why
did you tell me before I got in the car?
This fool's a fucking idiot, dog. He didn't tell me shit, fool. He started saying, fool, I don't know if I haven't been feeling good. I have fever, this, and this. In my mind, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker got it. I started putting 2 masks on and shit. I started trying to clean my hands with sanitizer. This fool he didn't give a flying fuck, dog.
No, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was horrible.
That same fucking day, fool, I felt like I started getting fever and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? This fool gave it to me.
No, look, honestly, that shit was a trip, dog. This fool didn't really fuck with it like that because he got vaccinated. But for me... But you know what else? Look, it was a bitch. That's what I will tell y'all. That it was a bitch. But aside from it, I was hella tired, bro. Like, I was just hella tired. I couldn't even get up out of my bed. But you know what? When I was going through that, what I realized is that I think a lot of this shit is bullshit.
Like what? What do you mean?
Like, it ain't even that bad. I feel like a lot of people use this shit as an excuse to be like, I can't go to work.
Hey, dog,
I can't do shit. Just let me stay home.
You're the one
that
was saying that you're drenched in sweat. This, and this.
Yeah, but I could still fucking do shit. Yeah, I've been more sick than that, dog. I've been more fucked up than that. But you know, maybe it didn't really hit me like that because, like, I've been through worse shit than that. It wasn't. Why didn't
you get your vaccine?
Huh?
Why didn't you get your vaccine?
I don't believe in that shit, dog. To be honest with you, like, you ain't heard Nikki? You ain't heard the Queen? What she said?
Yeah.
A nigga's dick couldn't get hard, bro. I'm not. You ain't heard of Nikki?
Nikki, what Nikki? Nicki
Damn,
Minaj?
fool, you're
Nicki
not in
Minaj?
the loop, dog. You motherfuckers are
Nicki
not in the
Minaj?
loop. Tana, you ain't heard about Nikki?
What are you talking about?
Man, you motherfuckers are not in the loop, dog. Y'all gotta dedicate at least 30 minutes of your time to Instagram, fool. God damn. Shout out to Nikki, though, you know what I'm saying? I believe it.
What is the issue?
Oh, nah, man.
Go ahead, speak on it.
We ain't gonna start. Honestly, it's like too long. We'll take up the whole fucking time. But
long story short,
right now, how was your weekend? How was your whole 2 weeks, matter of fact?
well, 2 weeks was fine.
Man, it's been...
As I getting the show together for October 23rd. You feel me?
Shit's gonna be popping like a motherfucker.
The Big 30 show. You feel me? Gonna have the squad right there. We gonna get this shit popping.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all motherfuckers tune into that shit too. No freebies. Homies be like, that's the homie. We gonna pull up. You gonna pull up and pay them $40.
Hey, man.
Nah, for real. That's some real shit right there.
Show
they
love.
gonna have to pay them tickets.
No, but honestly, for real, this was a fucked up 2 weeks, dog. A lot of shit happened.
Hella shit happened.
I got my son taken away. You know, y'all heard me talking about it in the last podcast. He took him away. I got COVID. And motherfuckers have been dying from fentanyl left and motherfucking right, dog.
Damn, that's some real shit.
I'm glad this shit was not around when I was consuming drugs, fool. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because I would have been dead. I would have been the first motherfucker, dog. Gone. What happened? Oh, he thought he was doing coke, and no.
It's like what I said a couple podcasts ago. It was either a couple podcasts ago or on the last podcast.
The last one
is when some homies in the East Bay, they all fucking started dropping because the coke was laced with fentanyl, and one of the homies right there that didn't do it, luckily he was right there. If not, everybody would have died.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, fool. They had to get these fools in.
I didn't even hear you say that.
Yeah, they had to get these fools in the car and take them to the hospital. And then one of the homies that was rocking with the homie, he only did a little bit, and he passed out at the wheel on the freeway.
Damn.
And the homie had to grab the wheel and pull over, and then he got him into the passenger seat with some help of somebody driving by. And it basically, long story short, everybody made it to the hospital, and they brought everybody, back. But a couple of them, I heard that their heart stopped and shit.
Was it been Michael K. Williams, nigga, dead?
What you mean
the fool from The Wire?
Yeah.
He's dead. Some nigga just died this morning from Florida named Wizard, some shit like that.
I seen that too.
Some little kid died in Petaluma. He died from fentanyl.
Oh, this is from fentanyl?
He was drinking lean and it was laced. They're lacing everything with that shit. And you already know about Pato. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if it was fentanyl related. Rest in peace to Raul Pato Miranda. I don't know if it was fentanyl related, but I'm almost likely for sure it was.
Damn, that shit's fucked up for us. But why do they lace that shit with that? What effects does it do to it? Like, or what is?
I don't know. I think it's like some Oxycontin shit. You know, I heard that it makes your heart stop. That's what I heard. I don't even fuck with it though. I mean, I'm not a downer type of guy when I was doing drugs and shit. I was more of an upper. But even the uppers are getting fucking laced, dog. So you gotta be with that shit too.
Yeah.
Well, you feel me? That was a crazy fool when they took my son, fool. That shit was fucked up, fool. I know y'all heard me come up on here talking about being a pappy.
What the fuck? A pappy?
I'm the pappy. You ain't never seen that movie?
No.
Life? when the guy sneaks off and fucks the wardens. It fucks the wardens. Well, anyways, dog. You feel me? I was trying to be a good dad. You know what's fucked up about this world? Is motherfuckers out here are deadbeat dads. They're not good dads. They're pieces of shit. And what ends up happening when you got a real one that steps up to the plate and really wants to take care of his son and shit, they do some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm over here trying to take care of my son. Y'all already heard me getting my last rant on the last time that I was going to keep him. And he was like, Papi, like, we're going to stay. I don't even want to go with my mom. He told me straight up, like, I don't want to go. And I don't make it easy for him, fool. I really have it hard, but what am I going to do to tell him? You know what I'm saying? So I told him straight up, like, look. Sorry, son. You feel me?
You got to go.
You gotta go. Hey, it's me or you. And they're gonna come to that. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. I'll never do my son like that. But they were gonna make me go to fucking jail. The sheriff showed up and all types of shit. And they got to a point where I had, if you are ever in a situation, some fucking word of advice, you ever in a situation where you got a court order already, don't break the court order. My boy, if you really want your son, as soon as you get him, go to court. Because now I'm going to fucking court for this shit, and it's ridiculous. And you feel me? It is what it is. Now I got to cash out a fucking lawyer. Hell, I had to pay for her lawyer. That's the fucked up part of this whole situation.
That don't make no sense.
Dog. Yeah. Because look, How
are you paying for the lawyer for somebody that's taking the kid away from you? So oh, man.
Go ahead.
Nah, that's just crazy.
All right, let me tell you, dog.
Is the lawyer working with you?
Oh, no. This is what happened. So that's my point right here. If you got a court order for your kid, like let's say you get him for this time and that time, and you keep him before the court order, the mom could do something that's called the ex parte, which is like an emergency court order because you are going against the guidelines of the original court order. So if you want your son, cool, you could do that, but you can't break the court order.
Ex parte.
So when you go home. When you go with your, I don't know why the fuck it's called ex parte.
That just sounds French.
A lot of fucking laws are fucking French. I don't know why you sound like that. But anyways, what ended up happening is she was really tripping on me. Well, you know, I kind of brought this on myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
I should have just went to court normally, and I wanted to keep him. When you have a court order, that's like the law shit. The court made that, and if you break that shit, then now you not no mercy. So either you do what the court order said. If you want your son, you can still get him. You're gonna go to court, but just don't break the order. You get what I'm saying? And where I fucked up, I should have, when I first got him in the summer, I should have gone to court, and by the end of the summer, I would have had him already. But I wanted to wait till the end of the summer. Well, I wanted to chop it up with her so she could let me take him, because I didn't think she was going to be tripping like that. But really what I think it all comes down to, and I swear to God, this is what it really be, is that she wanted the fucking money, bro. She wanted the money. That's what she really wants, fool. And that's my personal opinion.
That's a scandalous ass move.
It's scandalous, and I'm not knocking it, but I am knocking it. That's fucked up.
That is fucked
because
up.
she knows that he's better off with me. You feel me? And she even knows that, but she wants to be selfish and take him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I gotta go to court, and I paid for her lawyer. That's where I fucked up.
I feel like
But the kid needs the mom though too.
I feel like at the end of the day, the one who's suffering the most is your son. Because he's getting pulled left and right, and he's experiencing
Oh
this.
my fucking God. You sound like the lawyer, dog. That's exactly what they said.
I mean, that's what any grown human would
Lawyer
do.
silent.
But if you
I'm
know,
a parent too, I understand.
But if you know that your son is better off with you,
Exactly.
why would she be tripping?
If my son was better off with my girl, I'd be like, hey, just let me see him.
If my son was better off with my baby mama, dog, I tell her to let me go over there. You feel me? Give me a fucking job, nigga. Can you lift me up? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. That's how I feel. Like, I'm not a fucking hater, but it is what it is. And I even told her she can come over here. You feel me? And I'll like help her out and shit. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes people just want it the hard way. So now I fucked up. Now I gotta pay for a lawyer, dog. That's how it is.
The law system.
Man, they try to get me too,
Courts.
fool. Fuck. And I don't even want to talk about it because this shit might be used against me in the
That's
court.
what I was about to tell you about. You tripping.
Yeah, you know what they say. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of
For
law.
That's why I didn't say shit.
But how y'all feel about
The Rona.
about that Drake and the Kanye?
Kanye, I'm not, look.
To be honest, I never even listened to the Kanye
You're a
shit.
fucking
Son,
liar. You're a fucking liar.
dog.
You know what happens with me? This is what happens with me,
Oh,
dog.
it gets in this bubble.
Nah,
It'll come out.
I've listened to Drake for a while, and when
Is he your favorite rapper?
no, he's not. He's one of
Nah,
them. He's dope. I like this album.
Fool,
I just
Silent,
don't.
you're a fucking
The
liar.
only-
You're a fucking Drake fan?
The only
You're a
song,
Drake fan,
the only
dog.
song that I like on there out of all of his
You got
features
Drake- you
are
got
the
Drake's
one
beard.
with Jay-Z.
Drake?
Yeah.
That shit was crap, fool.
Oh, you
My
tripping.
favorite song is TSU, Texas State. Man, that shit is a slapper. Baby blue, but you are not a
Nah,
baby.
Kanye shit went hard though too, fool.
Hey,
You
fool,
got to
that brings me
understand
to
that
my next
shit.
conversation. Like, for real, no homo or nothing, fool. Fuck rap, fool. I want to transition to R&B, fool.
I know.
Like, just straight R&B.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Oh shit!
Like,
okay,
for
okay,
real,
okay.
fool. I'm not even playing no more, fool.
Spit
This is
some
we
shit,
taking
spit-
it full
spit
time.
some
I
R&B
don't
shit
don't
then.
put me
Spit
in
some R&B
gangster
shit then.
category. Don't put me on
like-
none of that shit, nigga. You gonna find me in the R&B section, homie, under Drake. You feel me? That's how I'm
What
a
the-
rock. I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks. nigga.
Die. Okay,
I never
okay.
gave
If you don't give a fuck what anybody
about
thinks,
people
spit some
think.
R&B shit
I
right
never
now,
gave
then.
a fuck.
I'll be waiting.
Spit some R&B shit right now, then.
Baby blue, but you are not a baby, shawty.
Nah,
That's
my
all I
boy
got. I
need-
copy Drake.
That
fool.
fool needs some auto tune. He needs some. He needs that
Anybody can sing with
equalizer.
auto-tune.
He
That's
needs
what
all
you
that
motherfuckers
shit.
don't know.
And I do got the auto tune.
Yeah, we need to put the
plug-in.
auto tune on that
So
shit.
you didn't
We
listen
need
to
the
it or what?
equalizers. We
Honestly.
need that
Of Kanye?
that reverb, all that
yeah,
shit.
the Drake and the Kanye shit.
I listened to Drake shit, not even all of it, but a bunch of it.
But fool, I swear, do they cash out their engineers like a motherfucker? Because that they don't really sound the same in person and from their songs. They probably cash out hella engineers like a motherfucker.
Part of being an artist when you're making music, you know how to change your vocal tone. So of course, the way that with some people, the way that they talk sounds different than when they rap.
Yeah, but some fools sound hella different, like hella different.
That it's either because they're having the engineer do it, or they're just purposely
They're fucking with their
vocalizing
voice. Yeah.
different.
Cause you can speak different. You can make your you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, a question I have for y'all. So, me and my brother, we was fucking around, dog, throughout this whole Corona bullshit. We started watching some little YouTube shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it had to do with
Get
this
close to the
Italian
mic,
guy,
though.
right? And the Italian guy was basically talking about like, hey man, about Italian gangsters, right? And they're, to be honest, they're like the originators of the gangster shit, right? Mm-hmm. And he starts talking about what they be doing, and Vlad tells this guy, it's a Vlad TV interview. Vlad tells him, hey, man, can you tell me why are most mob guys, like Italian mafia dudes, like all snitches? Mm-hmm. Like the majority of all of them have snitched. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I was like, God damn, that's some real shit. And then me and my brother started doing comparisons between like Italian and Mexican gangsters. And then I'm like which one would you rather be? To be honest, like just be thinking like,
yes,
open.
I remember this.
So when you start talking about like Mexican or fucking Italian gangsters,
because
why do you think these motherfuckers snitch and the Mexican fools, to keep it 100, they snitch, some niggas snitch, but all in all, if you compare an Italian dude to a Mexican dude, I would say the Mexicans, we hold that shit really way more down, bro, because motherfuckers actually, like, you hear about Mexicans in the pen and motherfuckers be like, damn, I don't even want to fuck with them. But well, why do you think this group of people, since they're the originators of this whole shit, are snitching on each other left and right, and then the Mexicans aren't?
The Italians are making money. They want to make money outside, and then the Mexicans are more towards the penitentiary type of shit.
And that's on the East Coast. So
well, there's not a lot of Italians over here. Just they can look.
Exactly.
We are in the West Coast. Mm-hmm. Mexicans are in the West Coast. They're in the East Coast.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not really. It's not a. I mean, if you could choose, right? I'm not saying. Let's say, for example, you were born into that lifestyle, or you were born into this one. Mm-hmm. Which one would you choose?
I'll probably always roll how I'm rolling right now. You could tell that the structure is different.
I roll with the Mexicans.
Oh, awful, yeah, duh. Like, what the fuck?
But I'm saying, like, if you saying if I get an option, of
no,
course.
No, okay. So tell me, what do you think makes it different to where the Italian fools are out here just snitching like crazy, but the Mexican fools have been going strong for a minute?
I feel like it's the structure and what's taught as you grow up. Like, I don't think that they're growing up the same way as us.
I think they're growing up into it a lot more, fool. Because as young, these motherfuckers are bred into that shit. As their little kids.
That's true. Their
family, their generations. It's not even a choice.
But they're watered down.
It's not even frowned down upon. This shit's not even frowned upon. These motherfuckers are like, that's my son. Hey, come over here, son. You're part of the family, the 5 families of New York. You know what I'm saying? So here, come over here, get into this shit. But if you ask me, this is what I think. What the key difference is that Mexicans were just fucking gangsters, dog.
The structure's different, dog.
Nah, it is. Do you know why? Look,
the structure's different, and you're taught to believe a little bit different than what they are.
I think it's
hella hard to speak about it because I don't even know what their politics or what they.
It's the same as ours, damn near. But you know what? I feel like the difference is. The difference I feel is that the Mexicans, we're more centered on actually the reality of being. If you're doing any type of criminal activity, correct? Mm-hmm. Where are you most likely going to end up?
In the pen.
In the pen.
Yeah.
So then you want to centralize the area you're going to end up in and make that the headquarters. You feel me? So that's why when Mexicans go to prison, they're like, nigga, this is I'm already ready. You feel me? Here's my name. All this bullshit. You get that. You get to where you got to go. And they're already designing for that type of shit. Mm-hmm. And the Mafia, I feel like from watching them, like my brother was saying, they're more trying to be outside, you know, and make their money outside of the prison system. It's usually when they go to prison, niggas forget about them. But then that's kind of counterproductive, I feel like, because majority of them they didn't realize, majority of them are going to end up in the pen. And they are in the pen. And since they didn't make that into their central location, now they're all dying out, turning into snitches because they're trying to stay free. Because when they go to prison, nobody gives a fuck about them.
Is this your thesis or this is
your
homework?
I watched the whole shit about this. Well, okay. I watched like 2 hours.
So what is their numbers looking like on the inside on the East Coast?
Not strong. Not because a lot of them are snitching to get out.
That's probably another reason.
No. The thing is that they go legitimate. That's why. Because the Mafia is illegal, like shit to do, right? But then me and him got into something deeper, right? Because I told my brother, look, fool, what is the Mafia really, right? So the Italian Mafia.
A criminal organization.
But it really isn't. I mean, I guess you could say it is, right? But at the same time, it's like, okay, for example, let's say I'm the head of my family, right? This is my actual family.
Yeah.
And then, hey, all me and my brothers were like, hey, let's get our money together and let's go buy this property right here and come up with this business opportunity for this. Okay, let's do that. All right, let's get on it. And then let's say, for example, we do that, then we start going to something else and something else. Now, I'm the boss. I could say I'm the boss, right? Just speaking in metaphors. I could say I'm the boss now. Is there an actual payroll to this situation? No. It's not like, hey, I'm on the boss on the LLC. No. Because I feel like their shit goes stronger than fucking business names and things like that. Because at the end of the day, what you could do is something like, how can I say it? Okay. If we're in a business together, like me and my brother, we got 2 businesses together, right? And then we got our brothers and other people and this, that, and the third. Inside of that business, there's employees and shit like that, right? But then we hooked up with my uncle, start another business. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Do something else. So now you're bringing family into play, right? And the thing is that there's imaginary lines of who's in charge and who's here and who's there, right? But it's not okay, in the business, you have people with actual fucking titles. You know
CEOs,
what I'm saying? But in something like the Mafia, there's no titles. Motherfuckers just know. Hey, that's in this. So if he comes up to you, see, it makes it so it's beyond money. So something that he was saying, the Italian fool, he was saying is this. What if somebody puts a hit out on somebody, right? How do you get that hit? Well, what he was saying is you never get money for hits. All you do is you do enough hits, and then eventually they'll look out for you and they'll put you in position. So for example, they'll put you in a position where, hey, look, check this out. So we got a restaurant we're opening up, right? The leaders of the family, and they'll say, hey, we got a restaurant we're opening up. Hey, I appreciate all the shit that you've done for us. This, that, and the third. You're gonna go over there and you're gonna run it, and you're gonna get that money. You're gonna get that earn from that spot. And that's how they do it. See, now that's a little bit, that's kind of like, anything could kind of get like mixed into that type of situation, right? Mm-hmm. But they're really trying to get a lot of people that are like very loyal together and move up in the legal system. Legitimate, and sometimes not legal, sometimes not legal. But they're trying to mix everything up to legally, but loyalty is what's getting them there. You see what I'm saying? To the top. And the mix, I think, with the Mexicans is, what I've noticed is a lot of us ain't trying to, like from my perspective, a lot of us ain't trying to go legitimate. The central power of the Mexican gangster shit is in jail or prison, right? And they're not making millions of dollars. They're not trying to make millions of dollars. And when you get out,
we don't know that.
We don't know that. They're not. But you can just read statements. You can read reports. You can read a lot of internet shit. You can see books that ex-people have written, and it doesn't say that they're making millions. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And these fools are out here in the streets making lucrative deals for fucking millions of dollars. So if I was to do anything, if I was a gangster, like if I had to choose, I would be Mexican, just because there's more, that whole shit is centralized into the prison system, which if you're ever doing anything illegal, you're going to end up going there. Not even doing something illegal, you can get there doing, but what I'm trying to say basically is
that you would go with the Italians.
Mexicans. No, because I can do the Italian shit myself. I can do that shit myself. The legitimate part, I can do that shit myself. I don't need hella money. Like, I can start my whole family to come up. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. The hard part is if you go to fucking prison. You go to prison as a gangster, an Italian gangster? Oh, you're fucked. There's not a lot of them motherfuckers, dog.
That's probably why them fools are dropping out too, though.
Yeah, because they never realize that they have to have full Italians. There's hella Italians, fool. Let's keep it 100. This is America. This is the United States. There's a shitload of them fools, but they're not in that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? They do
but
other
you think
shit.
they're still out here right now?
They're full.
They're not out here.
Juanito, fool, you're tripping, dog. Dog, Google this. I'll Google this shit right now. Fool, there's hella of them fools.
Don't Google it.
They're considered white, But to be honest with you,
It's because their generation already got broken down. They got watered down.
no, I don't know why they don't look white. Let's keep it 100. They're brown as shit. Like, have you seen fucking? Have you seen that?
Because they're over there by Spain and shit. That's why.
Yeah, but it should be closer to the equator. But they look like us. Like, a lot of those motherfuckers look like us. They're dark as shit. You seen all the Soprano episodes? Them niggas could pass for Mexicans. All of them.
That era already passed. The idea of that is cool, but
No. The era is evolving.
They evolved into what?
Into who knows? I don't fuck with them. But the same thing could be said about like cholos. You feel me? In the 1980s and 70s. That area already passed. No, it evolved.
It's evolving. Everything's evolving.
Exactly. So that's my little take on that. I thought that was strange, but I started seeing similarities in the shit that I'm trying to do. You feel me? Like with my family and I'm like, dude, honestly, I would rather be a Mexican. Because at the end of the day, you're more protected if you do go to prison. Let's be honest. And then the whole
That's
family.
what I feel like it falls back on. It just falls back to jail. Motherfuckers are getting locked up. They know they're facing a lot of time where they're no longer going to be safe.
Well, when it comes to a criminal thing, like for example, let me explain. In Mexico, a lot of people pay money to cartels. Mm-hmm. You feel me? To keep them safe. And over here is the same thing. You know, people want to look out for the people that
nobody pays Italians for protection like that.
I know, and that's why they're fucked when they go to prison.
They probably do on the outs, but not on the inside.
That's what he was saying. So, for example, he had a story about a guy that was in the pen and he was chilling with him, right? And they were just chilling and all this bullshit. And then a guy did him hella favors, fool. A guy that was a made man in the mob, and he did him hella favors. Like, look, when this guy gets out, give him this much money and make him. Make him into he's a made man. He did me a lot of favors. The guy, people in the pen get no power in their structure. No power. He gets out. The fool tells him, "Hey, make me a made man." They were supposed to give him like 100 bands. They gave him $2,000 and told him to kick rocks. That they close the books. They weren't putting nobody on. That's not a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? That he was wielding right there. So that just goes to show you, like, if you want to, the legitimate shit you could do yourself, bro. It's not fucking hard to start an LLC and get a fucking line of credit and build your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then the illegal shit you can't do. So I'd rather, not saying to do some illegal shit, but if you're going to be, if you had to pick those sides, that's what I would pick, fool, because it's the only thing that's going to really benefit you in the long run. And it's not like people are trying to go to prison, but if you do the math, the statistics are that majority of Mexicans, like Hispanic males, you're gonna go to the pen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I went to St. Quentin, the Scared Straight program. It was 4 of us, and they were like, "Okay, you 3 are going to prison. You're not." I'm like, "Ain't that about a bitch, nigga? What you pointing at me for? Like I'm gonna go to prison? What the fuck?" And then next thing you know, I'm walking into St. Quentin. I'm like, "Oh shit, ain't this about a bitch?"
They got you right. They got you right.
It is what it is. But that's like my little tell about that Mexican shit. But yeah, that's just all that's my little 2 cents on that. What do you guys think about like fucking bestiality?
Bestiality? What the fuck you talking about?
Like when human beings have sex with animals.
What the fuck?
No, that's how AIDS got invented.
I know. What do you think about that?
That's what they said.
Yeah,
have you ever met somebody to do that?
What? Hell no. The hell?
Never?
Why? Who have you met that fucks animals? There's some brides that be fucking donkeys. There's some brides that be fucking donkeys.
No, but there is. Look, check this out. I remember when I was in boot camp, fool, and there was this sick ass nigga, fool. You know what? Actually, let's not even speak about this.
Oh, hell no.
That's some weird ass shit,
He's a
dog.
sick ass
Nah,
fool
you
for
tell
that.
me about that shit, dog.
You gonna bring that shit up and not even say anything about
Yeah,
it?
this motherfucker like show you.
Hey, there's
half
some
of the
fools
story.
that have no game, dog. They got no game, and they're out here and they're desperate, fool. And I remember one time. I remember one time, fool. There was
Say the fucking story, dog.
There was
Why
a
you
guy
always
that came
saying
into
already?
boot camp and he thought he was hella dope, fool. And he thought he was hella hard. And honestly, he was big as shit. I was like, "Damn, fool, what, he taking steroids or some shit?" He was like, "Nah, fool. Hey, chicken, all this." I thought he was with he went home. Yeah. Then here comes a guy that actually knew him, because I was like, "Hey man, what's up? Where you from?" "Oh, I'm from San Bernardino." "Oh, I swear to God, you know this fool?" I said his name. I don't want to give his name out. The guy's like, yeah, I know that sick ass motherfucker. What? Why? He was in here? I'm like, yeah, he just went home. Swear. I'm like, yeah. Hey, that fool's hella nasty, dog. I'm like, why you say that, man? I was at his house one day, fool. Hey, I met him in the streets, fool. Like, a lot of fools that don't know in LA that they become taggers before they get into, like, hoods and shit. These fools were fucking taggers. They had, like spiky ass hair and blue dyed tips and shit like that. They thought it was a shit. They'd get in there and they'd be like, "Oh, fool, look, I had the dopest hairdo, man. My hair was like fucking Goku and shit." I'm like, "Dog, what the fuck?" Anyways, let me.
Nah, there was a lot of fools from celebrity though, like
they
that.
were on some sick shit, fool. But long story short, fool, I went out here. He started telling me, man, I went to his house. I thought he was cool and shit, dog. He was trying to get into my tagging crew. We were chilling. Hey, this fool has a fucking chicken, dog, like in his room, like in a cage.
Dog,
then I'm like, hey.
Dog, you're fucking lying, dog.
Hey, he's like, "Hey, fool, what's up with that chicken, homie?" He's like, "Oh no, that's just my chicken."
What the fuck did you say that?
Hey, homie, no, that's just my chicken, fool. I just keep him in there. He's just chill. I'm like, "Why you got him in the cage and why is he in your room, my boy?" No, fool, don't trip it. That's my chicken, fool. He was like a little bit paisa-ish, fool. You know what I'm saying? "No, that's my chicken, fool. Don't trip, dog." He's like, "All right, fool, it's just weird as fuck, though. Like, but it's whatever. Like, you just like to sleep with a chicken in your room in a fucking cage."
Fuck, that fool's a fucking
And so
weirdo.
he dips out one day. He just runs up in this motherfucker's shit. Bam! Nigga catches this nigga fucking a chicken, dog. And this motherfucker's like, "What the fuck are you doing, fool, man?" And then this fool's like, "Hey, homie, hey, get out of my room." And then he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Hey, fool, you never fucked a chicken?" Oh, mamas, he said that shit. He's like, "No, nigga, I fuck bitches. I don't need a fucking chicken."
That motherfucker's from the
He's like,
rancho.
"But you never felt hella horny, fool? To where you like, you just want, you don't have a bitch around and you just want to like, you know, get one off, fool?" He's like, "No.
Fuck?
Hey, how are you even fucking a chicken? A chicken's hella little." He's like, "If you didn't know this, homie, a chicken's pussy is the closest pussy to a girl's, dog."
What the fuck? Nah,
so y'all motherfuckers go get yourselves a chicken, homie. Yeah.
Nah, you a sick fuck,
that
guy.
nigga
That
sick.
fool needs to go.
That's nasty, dog.
That motherfucker needs to get some help,
That
dog.
fool, he's a sick guy.
What the fuck, a chicken though?
I can't believe that shit. That was sick.
Nasty fuck.
Okay, check this out. As I was going through my COVID insurrection, it was fucked up. Honestly, the first 2 days I thought maybe I could die. That's what I was thinking. And I thought to myself, like, no lie to you, I was thinking hella hard, and I just said to myself, "Look, man, God, if I die today, thank you, because I've got too much shit going on." I was like, "Man, let me go. This is doing too." You ever had a fucked up situation where you're like, "Fuck, I'm doing too much already"? Okay, I'm by myself then. Never mind.
But did you check your temperature or not?
No. Honestly, I did feel like I was gonna die, but on some real shit, look, this is what I was talking to this fool. We're fucking driving around and shit, you know, being hella responsible, getting niggas COVID and shit. And as we're driving, me and him start chopping it up on my cousin, because my cousin got COVID too, but he got the Delta variant in Texas.
Oh yeah, Jose.
So we start speaking on that shit, and he's like, "Hey, fool, what's up with Jose?" Well, I tell him, he's like, "Hey, fool, well, you know, because this fool got it, but he wasn't really fucking with him like that."
No, it's because I got the vaccine. That shit, it hit me. I got like a fucking fever. It was like 103. I was tripping out too, but I knew like they had told me like nothing. You're not gonna end up in the hospital, none of that shit. But I felt the effects.
Yeah, you're gonna end up in the grave, nigga.
Dog, you're an idiot, dog.
Hey.
Watch out for that guy. He's irresponsible as fuck.
So, anyways, we start chopping it up. He starts telling me that, "Hey, you know what? Our cousin fucking got the Delta variant." And I'm like, damn, he was doing bad. This fool was on a respirator and
No,
shit.
my cousin,
He was, like,
I was
hospital.
tripping out, bro, because he believes in God.
He's a super Christian dude. He's a real good man, and God bless him. God bless him. But anyways, we were talking about something, right? And the conversation turned into like, he said, "Man, I was going to get the vaccine, right? But I heard that it takes 30 years off your lifespan."
Yeah, that's what he did tell me. He said, I told him, why you didn't get the vaccine? He said, "I'm not gonna get that shit. It say you take that shit, you getting 30 years off your life." But I was telling my brother, I'm like, man, what if everybody gets that shit? Then everybody's gonna get 30 years off their life.
So then, go ahead.
Yeah, say it. I knew what you was gonna say already.
So then, who really gives a fuck if you lose 30 years off your life? Because everybody else is gonna lose 30 years off your life.
Equal.
Like who? Okay, I lost 30 years, nigga. My mom lost 30 years. My girl lost 30 years. My son lost 30 years. So we all losing 30 years. Do you want to be the only motherfucker alive when everybody else is dead 30 years later? Silent?
That's
Silent's like, man, don't tell Claudia.
Hey. That's like, no, look, no. Yeah, that's a sensitive topic. But I was gonna tell you, Nobody wants to live like to 200, 300 years.
Well, let's see. What would you like to live?
Huh?
What would you do if that was true?
If everybody would die in 30 years, or
no, if your lifespan gets cut short by 30 years by taking the vaccine, if it's true, what my cousin said,
we're all gonna die anyways. What does it fucking matter?
So you would take it?
If I had to, I'm not going to if I don't have to.
What's your definition of have to?
Like I can't get money because of it.
I mean, you don't have to do that.
I'm established where I work at, and I'm not just gonna, you know what I mean, stop because.
Have they made you take the vaccine?
No, hell no.
Do you think they're going to?
Yeah, I don't know. If they do, I'll just go get a fake one. Psych.
So you don't want to take a vaccine?
No, I don't.
Then why not?
Do you think there's something behind it?
Yeah, I feel like it's man-made, and it's, you just don't know what's in it. How would they specifically know it's going to take 30 years off your lifespan? Like that's a very specific number. How do they know that?
How would they know you have cancer?
Huh?
How would they know you have cancer?
I don't fucking know.
Me neither, but
they know. I'm not into that shit.
Scientifically proven.
They'll see like a fucking tumor or something. I don't know.
True.
They do MRI and they see some shit growing. They're like, this is cancer.
Yeah, it's certain cells that reproduce.
Oh yeah, it's the cells in there.
Yeah,
there you go.
So you're anti-vaccination?
That's what you want to call it? Yeah.
You have another one right here.
What do you feel about Nicki Minaj?
What about
I don't know. What
and
you
her statement that she just made that got everyone going crazy.
I didn't even fucking... I'm not even up to date on that. What did she say?
What she said?
She said basically that she had a cousin, right? Mm-hmm. In fucking... in I don't know where the fuck she's from. Like another country or some bullshit like that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful about her country, honestly. I just don't know where it is. And anyways, she had a cousin or something like that. And I guess he was about to get married. And he took the vaccine and it made him impotent.
Oh, he couldn't
So
get
then
hard.
the girl didn't want to marry him after that.
Ah, damn.
And they broke off the marriage, and now this motherfucker's sitting around just poking at his dick and shit, can't do nothing. His shit don't even work.
Nah.
And so she made that statement. Now hella people around the United States are going crazy.
Oh yeah, she for sure gonna make an influence off
and
of
they're
that.
trying to block her already. They're trying to cancel her. They canceled her on Twitter already. They blocked her account
For saying
because she's trying to defend herself. Because she's saying, and then
it's a freedom
the White
of
House,
speech. What the fuck?
The White House invited her to go in and ask questions to see what's going on. And she's like, look, she's doing hella shit, fool, talking hella shit. Like, dude, y'all got me fucked up. This, that, and the third. And honestly, that's some real shit. But she said that, and that's what happened.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about that
fuck?
shit. I haven't even seen that. The fucking.
But I mean, it is what it is, dog.
The dude can't get his dick hard. That's
hey, but
up.
I feel like that's okay. That's okay because you know what? They canceled the baby. And they canceled fucking, canceled Nicki, they're trying to cancel
I heard
too.
about the little
Hey,
baby
homie, that shit is fair then. Because I hate it when they try to just make shit happen just to guys only. You feel me? And they try to be like, okay, like even in the fucking child game with your kid and shit, the guys get fucked over. But then they want to say it's inequality and shit like that. That's why I'm like, oh, Nicki's getting canceled. It's fucked up, but it happened to the baby. So that's fucking normal, dog.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they don't just let it be a choice for everybody. Like, why do they just make
the vaccine shit?
Yeah.
I mean, I really think they're trying to look. My reality is they're trying to control us with that vaccine. That's what I really believe. But I mean, I really think that there's a homosexual group that's running all of the government, and they really want to fuck everybody over. Fool. That's what I really believe. You heard about what happened with that female, that big fucking yoked ass female that used to be in the. Okay, there was a nigga that was in the Navy SEALs. He was in. He was in the Special Forces.
I heard about a bunch of shit like this already.
Okay, this literally just happened, just like 2 days ago. Check this out. Bam, there was a dude, right? And old boy was fucking yoked, bro, stacked, 6-pack, hella crazy. He went and fought in the army. He was in the Special Forces, fool. He transitioned to a girl.
I seen that shit.
You know what that means?
Yes, he cut off his fucking nuts and dick off.
And he turned into a girl. But a fucking pretty savage girl. Now, he joined the fucking MMA. The women's league, not the men's league. He joined the women's league. As he joined the women's league, he is not good at fighting, bro. Compared to this female had hands. She looked like she had been studying her whole fucking life in fighting and shit like that. This fool is just brute. So they go into fight, they start to see each other. She's taller than her. He's got a longer reach. He's shorter. He's older. He's like 38, fool, but he's still like on some sick shit.
Yeah, I seen that shit. That shit not fair.
As they start fighting, the female obviously from the jump has way more skills than this fucking nigga, right? She knows how to jab, she knows how to kick. She's looking like hella more on point. She's catching this fool hella times. What does this motherfucker do? Eats them, all of them. Pow, 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 pow. Nothing.
He was taking them.
Fool, because men and women are not the same, bro. We have more. The bone density is different. Men's fucking bones are hard as shit. Women's are not, fool. This fool must start trying to beat his ass. She's beating his ass, but he's not even getting beat up. Then at the end, he's just taking it. Then at the end, he comes up, he grabs her, he starts beating the dog shit out of her, fool. This is a man beating the shit out of a woman, fool. He beats the dog shit out of her, throws her on the floor, makes her choke out in submission. Everybody was hella pissed because it was so obvious that the female was actually had better skills than the male. The only reason he won, because he had brute strength, because he was a fucking man.
Yeah,
so
that's not fair. That's why I told you that shit's not fair. That motherfucker was taking the hits like nothing.
The female had been training for this shit since she was a kid. This nigga he's 38, he's already old as shit. He came in there, beat her ass, and took the championship. Wasn't even trying.
That's crazy. So they're basically letting people look at domestic violence, but it's okay.
If you transition.
If you transition to...
A woman, you could just whoop a bitch's ass.
That's not even a woman, though. Like,
That
you're a modified
yeah.
man. Like, you got
But
your
they don't
fucking
care,
shit
fool.
cut off.
So if you are a woman beater, transition, homie, because they're letting that shit slide. You nigga just cut your dick off.
That shit's
Nah,
weird.
fuck,
That's what's going on.
Yeah. Well,
What do you think about that? All right, yeah, but so, all right, let's get that short then. All right, so this Bay Recon Podcast, I mean, this is the, so, did I already tell them that we were
yeah,
going to
you
change
did.
it?
Yeah.
All right, man, so, I mean, that's all we got for today. We got to wrap it up. It's already getting kind of late.
right now.
We got to go.
We're
We
gonna
got
tap
hella
in.
more shit we were going to say, but we just
Like,
catch you on the next one.
subscribe
Man.
to our shit.
All right, see y'all later,
Leave
man.
them
Like,
comments.
subscribe, and comment on the bottom what y'all motherfuckers think, and we'll respond to it on the next show. All right, man, see you later.
All right,
Bam.
we out.